What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and I do have a story time for you guys today, but before we get into it, I just gotta shout out the fact that I made a shorts channel. I will put a link to it at the top of the description, but if you guys want to go check that out, I would very much appreciate it. Boom, bada bing, let's get another plaque. And yeah, on that note, let's go to the story. Alright guys, today I have a story of somebody being involved, or not really being involved, I guess witnessing a senior prank that was not actually that funny. The people ended up getting charged with crimes for it and not able to walk at graduation, expelled, all that stuff. Nonetheless, I just really thought this was a funny story because I don't know how this many people thought this would be a good idea and they weren't going to get in trouble for it. Like, I mean, obviously, as you guys can tell from the title, it involves smashing a car, but that's what we're going to be talking about today. Before we get into it, though, be sure to press the like button, or no joke, no scam, your car is going to get smashed up by a bunch of angry high schoolers. And that's not fun, trust me about that. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So, for whatever reason, senior pranks are a pretty big, like, cultural thing here in America. You're kind of supposed to get one over on your school before you graduate. It's like a rite of passage sort of thing. The only caveat tends to be you're not supposed to do anything legal or, like, actually damaging. People tend to break that a lot. They take it too far, but usually when things get taken too far or things get destroyed, it's more of an accident, like, oh no, we were trying to do this and we dropped it, or you know what I mean? This prank today just makes no sense. I don't know who came up with it. The person who sent this in was literally just in the parking lot when it happened. Now, for those of you that don't know, teachers are required to show up a little bit earlier than everybody else for school. I feel like that's pretty common knowledge, but if your school starts at 8, your teacher's probably got to be there at like 7, 6:30, sometime around there. And a little bit before that, I guess at this school, the principal would get there because he liked to be the first person there. And the person who sent this in to me was like a student aide in the office, so sometimes they would get to school extra early when they were asked to like help organizing stuff or help do something. And because the end of the year was coming, they were asked to come in super early right when the school opened up and help organize some stuff for graduation. So this particular morning, they end up in the parking lot right when like all the staff, the principal, everybody is showing up to open up the office. And so this person is pulling in, and there had been rumors that there were going to be some senior pranks, but it was your typical like stack all the desks and block the hallway, put water cups everywhere. So nobody was really expecting anything like what happened. So as this person is getting out of the car to go into the school, the principal is pulling in right in front of him near his parking spot in the front. And as the principal's car pulls into the parking lot from around this corner where there's like this little nook and cranny where people can sit, 5 dudes with ski masks, golf clubs, baseballs, like those type of objects, come around and just start running at the car. And naturally, the principal starts banging on the horn, or not banging, pressing it like, scared out of his mind. He doesn't know what's about to happen. He just sees 5 people with ski masks and like objects coming at his car. And they finally get to his car because it wasn't that far of a distance. And the principal isn't opening his door to get out because, once again, it's just probably not a good idea to get out in this situation. If 5 people with baseball bats want to beat you, they can. You know what I mean? And these people just start wailing on this principal's car, dude. They are smashing it. Golf clubs are like going through the windshield. It's shattering. They're denting the doors. Someone hits off a side mirror. Whatever's going on, dude, it's like an organized mob hit, but on this Toyota Camry. Like, everybody is just wailing on it. And then everybody's beating it. And at this point, too, because everyone was showing up, it's when, like, the school resource officer gets there. And for those of you that don't know, here in America, we have like a cop that's specially assigned to your school. He's like a school cop. That's his thing. So he pulls in and he just sees this group of people in ski masks like wailing on the principal's car. So he goes over and he, you know, whips out the weapon as you do when it looks like somebody's life is in danger. And he's like, hey, stop it, stop it. And at that point, the kids drop everything in their hands and start screaming, it's a prank, it's a prank, it's a prank. And everybody is madly confused. There's a group of all the staff there. It's the cop. It's this student now who's also kind of walked over to see what's going on, and they start screaming, it's a prank. And the school resource officer is like, what do you mean it's a prank? Like, what are you talking about? And they start saying that they're seniors and this is their senior prank. And the principal at that point gets out of his car. It takes him a little bit to get the door open because they had like beaten it so bad. And he's like, what do you mean this is a senior prank? How is this a prank? Like, you guys just totaled my car. Are you kidding me? You ran at me with ski masks and beat my car and you consider that a funny prank? And they're like, well, you know, we just figured it would be kind of funny, like a little twist on the destroying the principal's car prank. And everybody is like, what do you mean the twist on the destroying the principal's car prank? I guess for whatever reason in this group of kids' head, you know the prank that's like done in every movie where they take apart a teacher's car and then reassemble the car inside the classroom or inside the office? Somehow, in these kids' mind, this was the same thing as that. Literally running up to the car and beating it was the same thing as like, if we take it apart and then put it back together, it's like a play off that. Obviously, everybody is just like, are you kidding me? This isn't a prank. Like, just destroying somebody's car isn't a prank, and that's not a play off anything. It's just vandalism. And at that point, they call their parents. They have to go to the office, and the officer is like, do you want to press charges? And he's like, well, I'm gonna have to. Like, I have to do something. They destroyed my car. The principal seems stressed out, dude. He's on the phone with his insurance. It's just a hassle all morning. The parents come in, and they're equally as flabbergasted at the stupidity of their children. Usually when kids do something stupid, the parent comes in and at least, like, tries to advocate for them. Like, you know, let's not do anything rash here. But when they find out their kids thought this was like a senior prank destroying somebody's car, they didn't have their back at all, which, you know, kudos to the parents. Keep in mind, the subscriber that sent this in is like an office aide, so they're overhearing this all. And the principal is basically like, I have no choice. You guys can't walk at graduation, and I'm gonna have to prevent you. Like, you gotta do at-home school until the end of the year. It was near the end of the year, but the principal was like, my hands are tied. I can either, you know, ruin your academic career forever, make you redo the whole year, or do this. And beyond that, he also, like, a couple of them were already 18, decided to put them, like, with vandalism charges, not destruction of property. Like, whichever one is less, I don't know. I don't know too much about the way those laws work, but I guess there's, like, 2 different types of charges that you can give somebody. One of them is, like, a life ruiner, and the other one, I guess, is more of a misdemeanor type of thing. And he ended up doing, like, the lighter one, because the parents agreed to help pay for the damage and the insurance said that they were going to cover it. But obviously, like, while they're sitting there, you would think that these kids would kind of realize that this wasn't funny and it was a bad idea for a prank. But the entire time, they're, like, doubling down. Nah, it was funny. You guys just, like, don't really get the joke. Yeah, nobody gets the joke, bro, because it's just not a very funny joke. Let's keep it honest here. Alright guys, I'm going to interrupt the video for just 1 second. On screen now is actually a PlayStation gift card. For those of you that don't know, I give away a gift card in every single video I post here on this channel as a way to say thank you to everyone for subscribing and turning on those notifications. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. I literally give away free money. You got nothing to lose. And as for everybody that already is subscribed with those notifications on, big thank you. I really do appreciate it. You guys make the channel go round. And yeah, on that note, I will shut up and let you guys get back to the story time. Thank you very much. And blah, blah, blah. And even if you really did think that just like destroying somebody's car with a golf club was the peak of comedy, just pure comedic genius, you think you would be smart enough to at least keep your mouth shut in front of the guy whose car you destroyed. You know, like, I think everybody has gotten in trouble for something that you think is really funny. You think it's hilarious, but nobody else does. And usually the best course of action is to just shut your mouth and not argue with them, especially in this situation when the person's in the right. I don't care how funny it was, bro. No one wants their car to get destroyed when they're just showing up for work in the morning. At least I'm pretty confident in that, at least. I don't really know. Like, I guess I don't really know for a 100% fact. But I'm going to venture out on a very non-risky limb here and say he was not a big fan of you guys doing that. Especially when he's already saying that, like, he's going to have to prevent you from walking at graduation. And, like, he's punishing you. You're getting in trouble either way. It's probably not the time to egg it on and ask for worse punishment. And, you know, their parents didn't have their back because they were shocked by the stupidity. Like, nobody's backing them up. I think honestly at that point it had to have just been like a shame thing, you know? They realized that they were absolute idiots, but they were too prideful to admit it, so they just doubled down. Anyways, the kids all end up like getting in massive amounts of trouble. The principal had a horrible day. They get sent home. They don't get to walk at graduation. A couple of them get like a criminal record. And while they thought it was hilarious, naturally nobody else did either. And I think in their mind, like, sure, they were going to get in trouble, but they were going to get a bunch of street cred from it. But everybody just kind of thought that they were jerks for it because it was like, damn, dude, the principal works hard and, like, you guys just broke his car. Like, let's be honest here. It's one thing. I mean, this is still not okay, but, like, destroying a lawyer's car, at least he can get another one. Like, it's not like principals and teachers are out here raking in the big bucks. Just destroying some dude who works for the school's car. He's dedicated his life to educating people, and you're like, F you, man. So I don't really think it was worth it to them, but especially not worth it considering it was just not a very good prank, dude. Believe it or not, there's funnier things to do than just destroying someone's car for absolutely no reason. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. I know this was a way shorter one. I've been on a streak of longer ones for a minute. This one was just too funny to pass up, but it didn't take up a whole lot of time. Either way, though, if you did enjoy the video, I would really appreciate you taking a quick second to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought. If you don't know what to comment, just go ahead and comment Golf Club down below. That helps me hit recommended. Other than that, you can use code SCRUBBY at the G Fuel checkout for a discount. It's the best energy drink for gamers, so, you know, feel free to go over, get some. Use code SCRUBBY, everyone's a winner. Other than that, I do have a podcast called The Scuffed Cast. You can find a link to that in the description down below. And last but certainly not least, you can get yourself some of the merch. Listen, I said merch, and even my dog was so excited he wanted to get into the video. Look at this merch and tell me it's not the absolutely most fantastic thing you've ever seen in your entire life. I would believe ya, but you're not looking at me. You're looking at gameplay. Seriously, though, go get yourself some of the merch. And, yeah, on that note, guys, I'm pretty sure that's everything I got to plug and do. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. And hopefully I will see you guys all next time with another video. I'm out. Peace. Buy my merch.